Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel. I'm laughing because I started talking before I even hit record. Today is day 100 in the 100-day project. Can you believe it? On day one, I couldn't even figure out how to upload a video. And now I am all the way here and you guys have stuck with me. Thank you so much. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you'll have 99 videos to go through to take a look and see what we have been up to or what I have been up to for the last 99 days. I wasn't even sure if I was going to be able to stick to it because it got pretty overwhelming here and there, but I did it. I managed to pull through. All right, what are we doing today? Today is Mass Make Monday. Going forward, that is going to be what my Mondays are going to be like, or I will be recording 4 videos a week. So Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday are going to stay the way they are. Monday is going to be Mass Make. And Wednesdays, I have lots of work in progress. There is a lot of projects that I've started over the last 100 days that need to be finished. So for the next little while, Wednesdays are going to be work in progress, where we're just going to continue on working on those projects. Today, however, I am feeling fall a little bit. I am going to make some accordion tags with a fall theme. And I have some lace here, as you can see, for some decorations. I have some ribbon, and then I have these beautiful papers. I've had these for a couple of years now, and I absolutely love them. They are the Minte papers, and they are called, it's the Golden Days set. And this is the 6x8, and this is the 6x6. So there's lots of projects that I can do with the 6x6, and I have been using these. But look how beautiful they are. So beautiful for fall. Today, however, all I'm going to use is the fussy cuts out of it. And that is the same for the 6x8 papers. They are beautiful, and I have a couple of other projects that I am thinking of, and I can use these on here, but today I am using the fussy cuts on here. And then, of course, I have the 12x12, which is double-sided. It has a beautiful woven design on the other side, and I'm still going to hoard this one for a little bit longer because it has the same images on here as it does in the 2 pads. So I'm just going to put the rest aside and we'll continue on. I bought some beautiful paper pads at Michael's the other day, and that was kind of where my inspiration started. So this is what I want to work with. The fall colors. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at these. So I want to turn these into accordion tags, and the design will be on the front. The white side will be on the back so that you can use them for writing and whatever, but we're going to decorate them all up, or at least one all the way up. We're going to make a few of these. This is going to be for decorations, and these are going to be for decorations. And then the rest is going to be for the tags. So there's a few. We'll see how far we get. I am giving myself 45 minutes to create as many as I possibly can and decorate at least one. I have some distress inks. I am using Vintage Photo, Rusty Hinge, Forest Moss, Walnut Stain, Fossilized Amber, and Ground Espresso. Beautiful, beautiful fall colors, and they will fit right in with this set. I may grab a blue as well, but I'm not sure which one yet. So let's get started. So I'm going to cut these 12 by 12s all to 8 inches. And then they're going to be 5.5 inches. Okay. There we go. I'll do a second one just so that we have a good amount. So I've got 2 of each design. There we go. I'm pretty sure I have enough for 20. All right, let me zoom you in a little bit so you can see better. There we go. So right here, I've tried it out, and what I am going to do, it will turn into something like this. So what I am going to do is I'm going to score all of these at 4 inches. So we'll just really do this as a mask make and do it step by step. All right, so I've got all of them scored at 4 inches. And now I am going to score them all at 2, 4, and 6 inches. And I'll just carry that on. I am getting somewhere. So tell me, do you like fall? Are you a fall person? I am not. I am more of a spring and summer person, but I do love the fall colors. Like, look how rich these colors are. Okay, so they're all scored. And I think, since I'm going to fold them this way, I don't want this to be white on the inside and then use the design. So I think I'm going to cut them all at that 4-inch mark. So then we'll have a 1.5 inch piece from each one, and I can mix and match them and have them turn into cute little pockets. So that's what we'll do next. The other way around so I can measure, because I know that they're 1.5 inches. Whoops. Did not want to go. That's not cool. I may have to... Oh, why did it not want to do that? It's okay. I don't mind it when it's a little rougher, but that is just weird. That it was okay and then it's not. So here's that, and then this also folds like that, of course. So you can put that, we'll fold it the right way around now. There we go. So then you can just put that right on here, glue it down, and you get cute little pockets going on. So I'm putting those aside. I have my other one right here. So I'll cut this one off too. At 1.5 inch. I think it's my cutter. I think I have it upside down. Nope. I don't know why it is doing that. Let me turn this around and see if that works better. I did not have a problem when I was cutting them all to size, and now suddenly it is giving me a problem. Ugh. What the heck? Why is it doing that? All right, I don't mind the rougher edge. It's okay. I can just, once I ink around it, you won't be able to tell. But this is what I'm talking about. So you get the multi-design, and then with the fuzzy cuts on top of that. Oh my goodness, look how cute that is going to be. Yes, I love it. I think the humidity might be, there we go. Why is it working now? Don't ask. Let's not ask that question. All right, so just so that everybody knows what I'm doing here, I have all the 1.5 inch strips that I've cut off are right here, and all the 4-inch pieces are right here. But there was one that is double-sided because I took it out of the Golden Days 6x8 pad. I needed one extra to make it 18. I don't know how I managed to get to 17, and so I just figured I would do one like this. So this one is double-sided. See, it's double-sided paper, so I am not cutting this one down because there's no point. So I'm going to do this one. I'm going to show you this one first because that is the easier one, I think. And I am going to fold them into pieces that they need to be. And I think I need to cut them to make sure that these fit really nicely. I'm going to cut them just outside of the score line, just on either side of the score line, and that way they will fit perfectly inside the tags. I'm just pulling these out. And I'll cut this down just slightly at a diagonal, just a sliver. I just took a sliver off, really. Same here. I'm just going to take a sliver off on either side, or on that side. There we go. So now when I fold this up, they're going to fit really nicely, and I can fold them somewhat easier than if they're all folded and they're all bulky. So I may have to cut all of these into smaller pieces and make them fit like that. So I'll just show you right away with this one. I'm going to ink around them, and this is a brown wood kind, so moving this over so that I have some space. And I think I want to use the walnut stain. Let's do that. My walnut stain is needing some re-inking. I have my re-inkers in my order for the Paper and Ink Boutique. It is coming. I just need to place the order. I just have to hit send on the order. That's really all I have to do. go. The other thing that I need to do, come on, there we go, is I need to use my thingamajiggy to cut the corners off and make them into tags. So I'm folding it into 4 and cutting them all at the same time. And then we'll turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. I have my little glue. This is just regular tacky glue, the original tacky glue by Aleene's. I love that glue. That is really my absolute favorite. I do have to open the nozzle a little bit. And there we go. Much better. And we'll just put a really small strip of glue, the skinniest bead on either side. There. The other thing I want to do is ink right here along the edges so that they're not white. So now you can see that it is 4 tags. How cute is that? I'm going to fold it back in half. I'm going to grab my hole punch. And I'm grabbing my fancy crocodile that I found at Value Village for a really good deal. It was the best deal ever, so I paid a whole whopping $5 for it. And I'm just using the smaller settings, and I don't think I'm in the center, so I'm going to take the bigger one, which is fine, and just taking it off center from there. Now I'm centered. I believe I'm centered for the most part. Yeah. All right, so that's one done. So now I'll show you what I'm talking about with the other ones. Let's grab this one with that one. Why not, right? The colors will all match. So what I'm going to do now is I'll turn it around. Let me fold these and ink them so you can see better what I'm going to do. So I'm going to cut on either side of the fold line. Just so that they become teeny tiny little pieces. But I'm also not taking a lot off. I'll show you how much I have taken off. I have taken a sliver off the paper. And then we have the edges that also need just a sliver off. Just the smallest amount. And then they're all going to go. And I think I want to attach them with a rough edge to the top. So once again, I need to ink them. And these are, I I think I want to do rusty hinge for these. There we go. So now I need to glue these on here in a way that I can still fold them. So now instead of just going on the two sides, now I have to glue on 3 sides. And then I can just glue this right on here, make sure that it is straight on the edges. Right there. Let's just lay it open. And I'm keeping the rough edge. Ooh, that was a really crooked line. The easiest way to know which sides you need to put glue on is if you hold on to the side that you don't want glue on. Someone taught me that pretty early on when I started making junk journals. And that is a very smart idea because then you always know that you have the right side. Again, not a very straight line. So now I have to go on either side of the fold line, and I got it. It's not complicated because I inked, so I can see very easily where it needs to go. I think that's really cute. I don't know which one I like better. This one, which is definitely way more expensive paper than what this is, but I like this design. I like it a lot. Very cute. And then I have all the fussy cuts to put on there, and they might be a little bit big, so I'll figure out how I'm going to work this. But like, that is cute. This one I'm also going to put a little piece of lace right along the edge. Oh, put the lid on it. There, and I'm gonna straight away put a little glue on the edges here so that I can tack it down right away. There. It definitely has the fall vibe. Are you a candle person in the fall? Do you like putting scented candles on and stuff like that? Or what do you do? Do you like pumpkin spice? I'm not a pumpkin spice person at all. I mean, like I said, fall is not totally my favorite season. I am a summer and spring girl. I'll take this, and then that can go right behind the pumpkin and make it a little smaller. Yeah, just like that. Put a little glue there, put the lace straight into the glue, and then we'll put glue all over the pumpkin. And we can put that just like that. And then we have this little leaf. And it can go right there. I like it. So then we fold it up, and we have that as the front, and then you flip it over, and then this is lots of writing space. I think this is very cute and itty bitty. You can make it bigger, of course, but I like to sometimes work on smaller scale. I think I want to put this here, but I want to kind of take the white away from the wagon wheel. So I'm using, that was ground espresso, and that one. And I know I have a clearer one. Just to make the ink spread just a little bit better, like blend it a little bit more. There, let's use a little fossilized amber, which is also a beautiful fall color. Oops. And maybe a little forest moss. There we go. That's much better. Yeah, I like that much better. Okay, so this one, I think I want to use forest moss for inking around everything. Just give it a little bit of green, I think. No. I'm gonna go with the ground espresso again. That's not that one. Whoops. Ground espresso is this one. Yeah, that's better. and I think I have to cut this one right there. And we'll put that on there. This goes here right against the edge where the fold line is, and then this one is also going to go against where the fold line is, but then on the other side of the paper. So right there. So when you're folding it, it'll be right on the edge, but you can still see that it belongs together when you open it up. There we go. I like it. All right, so let's ink around everything else. Trying to stay on the screen. I have a tendency of moving everything towards me. No, I can't have it go over top of the pocket because then the pocket is closed. Oops, I just dropped something on the floor. And then this one can go right there. Oh, that is so pretty. Very, very pretty. I have the hedgehog to go right here, and I want something with the hedgehog. So maybe some lace right here at the bottom, maybe. That works. There. Put some glue on the hedgehog. I love hedgehogs. They're just so cute. And they're good. They eat grubs and other vermin in your garden. They're good. They're good for you. They're good for the garden. So I'll put another piece of lace right here so that we're matchy. I can make it work. I'll just stretch it. Whoops. Come on, glue. Grab the lace. I know you want to. There we go. And then I have, so do I want to put a fox on this side? Yeah, I do. If I do this one, then I'm going to cut the head off right here. And I'll show you why. So I'm going to ink around it, and I'm not going to ink around the part where I cut the head off. And I will put glue on here. And we'll put this right here, right there. And it needs to go up just a little bit. There we go. There. And then we'll ink around the outside of the head and not the piece that I cut. And then we're going to match it up again. Whoop. So that way, let me grab a little tag. We can use a little tag and put it in there. But the fox is still, when you take the tag out, the fox is there. Ha ha! Let me grab another little strip of that lace. And I think I'll go right along. I'll go this way. To cut around a little bit so that it's going to hide right behind the pumpkin. And we'll put some glue down here. There we go. And we'll ink around the pumpkin. And I put glue around it. And that is all that I am going to show you for today, because I don't want to go over an hour, and we are already over an hour. So I will be back with all the pockets that I've made. I'll just carry on, but I won't be recording it. They'll all be made exactly the same way. That one with this one maybe, or just this with this over top. It's pretty pale. I'm not sure if I like that. Maybe some more acorns. Acorns and leaves. No. I would like a teeny tiny little, oh, wait, I have a different color leaves. Not with that. And then if we take some of this lace and we ruffle it up and we put that right over top so that it's kind of hiding it. That we can do. Grab some 3-in-1 glue. Ugh. Where's the... It got stuck to the glue. Okay. So I'm just ruffling it up, and then I will hold it with a holding thingy. There. And then we'll ink around these. And this one. And we'll put glue on them. Glue them in place, and I'll glue the lace to it, and then maybe put some dots on it. I have some pretty dots that would work for fall colors. I'm just going to put a good dab of glue, 3-in-1 glue right there, so I can make the lace do what I want it to do. I'm just going to hold it in place again. So I have 2 that are completed. They're very different. Again, it's funny, like so you've sat here and you've seen what I've done. I've made them in exactly the same way, right? Or pretty much the same way. And look how different they are. One, because it's different material, of course, and different colors. But they're both very different in style too. This one is way more country than what this one is. This one is way more fall-like. So yeah, like they're all different. They're all very cute. And I will come back at the end with pictures of all the tags that I have made exactly like this. So I am going to mass make them all now, and I'll show you. All right, I finished all of them. So I just figured I would share them with you for a moment and just show you what they have turned into. So I've filled all the pockets with tags and little labels, and this one doesn't have anything because I didn't really want to take away from the fox, but it is a little pocket, so I can put a tag right in there, and we have a headless fox, so I'm just leaving it alone. So there's that little bit of lace. Then I have this one that I also did earlier, but now all the pockets are filled. And then we go to the rest of them. So there's a lot. Let me make it into a stack. There's a lot of them. I made 18 of these beauties. So I'll just go through them one by one to show you. And we'll do it pretty quickly. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're getting something out of it. I loved this project. It was so much fun. I was really all over it because I made these out of some of the scraps. They're just cute little labels and there's nothing really to it. I took some of the tickets that I have made previously and cut them in half and put them in here. I've just really stuffed these pockets nice and full. There's so much gold and so much color in this. I am in love. I don't often love my own work, but I really like these little babies. I can't wait to share this with you guys. I'm going to have to edit the videos, but it's like, and that's a kind of like a problem right now because I want to share it right now. That's how much I like them. Like, look at all this, the glitter from the gold. And there's like so much lace on it too. I've really tried to give it some warm, cozy feeling. And then can you imagine these like as like the topper on a little journal? So taking a small journal and then putting these on the front cover inside a pocket and then having just a plain journal on the inside, maybe with a few little pockets out of this paper. The possibilities are endless right now. I am in love with this paper and I can't wait to work with it again. I hope you enjoyed this. I definitely did. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to see what I'm going to do with journals on this, you're going to have to subscribe to my channel so you'll see all the videos. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Monday.